Okay, all you rock stars out there, today we are talking about consistency over time. A lot of times we get too caught up with maybe some mistakes we made today or some decisions that we made today that we know weren't the best decisions. And there's so many categories. Just got off the phone with a client that because of consistent poor habits in the world of nutrition and lack of fitness, we have ourselves in a situation where we're kind of in a bind. We need to lose some weight, need to get our butt back in order and start rocking and rolling again. But and again, as always, the things that happen in my life inspire the messages that I kick out to y'all. So let's talk about nutrition, fitness, attitude, how we treat people, work habits, communication. All these things, these fall into our life every day in some form or fashion, or a decision to do or not do some of these things in a certain way. And a day, going to have a cheeseburger with the family and a beer, or you go on summer vacation and you work out a little, maybe half as often as you used to. Let's say you go on vacation for a week and you skip a few of your normal workout days and you have a few more desserts and a few more what my wife and I like to call fun foods. We don't call anything a cheat food, we call them fun foods. Listen, that's not a situation where my wife and I feel you should beat yourself up. Again, consistency over time is, you don't wake up and you're 60, 70 pounds overweight. You don't wake up and all of a sudden have a resting heart rate of 90 and you're in bad shape and again you're 60, 70, 80 pounds overweight. You don't wake up and have a bunch of enemies, people that don't like to be around you. You don't wake up and find yourself having trouble doing well at work and whatnot. You don't wake up with and all of a sudden just have this disastrous communication skills. And again, I could give a million examples. The good or bad that you achieve in any of these things that I've brought up are due to consistency over time. You could handle a meeting wrong at work. You could go in and have a bad day and just be a pisshead that day. That doesn't make you a disaster. You get to come in the next day and you get to freaking rock and roll. You get to hit that pause button, that reset button, and you get to dive in, flush the green, and dive in and go and conquer the next day. And then the next 15 days after that, and every now and then you might have a day that's not your best day. You don't have to work out 7 days a week. You don't have to eat vegetables at every single meal. But you need consistency over time. If you're eating a lot of calorie-dense foods all the time in massive portion sizes and you're not working out very often, guess what? Over time, over many days stacked on top of each other, you're going to wake up, you're going to call me and say, Coach, we got a problem. So the consistency over time, now consistency, I think a lot of times we associate that with good, but you can be consistently bad, consistently good, or somewhere in the middle in mediocrity. We need to lean farther over here. We need to get it right 80-90% of the time. If you're trying to live this perfect 100% of the time life, you will fail 100% of the time. I'll debate that with any of you. So, how we treat people. Let's just really break this down to make it a wonderful life lesson. Let's treat people awesome consistently. With good consistency, let's be nice to people. Let's love on people, serve people, lift people up, put wind underneath their wings versus drag them down. Rock and roll. That's what we need to do. How we communicate with people. Let's communicate in a way that makes people want to gravitate towards us consistently. If we're a pain in the ass with how we communicate, if we're a butthole consistently, people are not going to want to gravitate towards you. You're not going to be a fun person to work with. People aren't going to want you on their team. And if you have your own team, you start your own business, people aren't going to want to be on your team. So let's consistently have good communication. Let's consistently bring a strong attitude. There's nothing wrong. I don't care who knocks it down. There's nothing wrong with being an optimistic, upbeat, high energy person. And you don't even have to bring the high energy. Just be positive consistently. It'll pay off, I promise you. Good nutrition. Get it right 80-90% of the time. If you have some fun foods every now and then, don't beat yourself up on it. And for all this stuff, if you fail every now and then, don't beat yourself up on it. Crush it the next day or crush it the next hour. So I want you to get your nutrition right most of the time. Fitness. I want you to train your body, this beautiful physical machine of ours and this beautiful mind of ours. I want you to train it often. I want you to consistently train it. It'll pay off. I promise you. Okay, that's the message today. Consistency, and there's good and bad consistency. Most of the time, you know how I want you to lean, my friends. Okay, so it was a client that was having a weight issue that spurred on this conversation, but it's much bigger than that. It's life. It's life in general. Consistently live an awesome, awesome life. And consistently reach out to me if there's any way I can help you out. Much, much love, my friends. Light up the planet today. Light up somebody else's life today. Lift them up. The moment you finish watching this, the moment you hit the stop button, text them, call them, email them, reach out in some form or fashion, send them a private message, lift them up. Much love.